Hello, I am Quinny. Thanks a lot for joining me. If you're watching this after we've been live, thank you very much. In the description down below, will be a little timestamp so you can jump ahead to the intro music and just join us. Party time, building for the game week and getting stuck into it. Like, subscribe, share, retweet, all that good stuff, guys. And yeah, let's get stuck into it. Good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. Live chat is popping off. Mikey Basson, Mark Hodgson, Misaki, PK Random, and Josh Forth. Good to see you. I hope you enjoyed the little video that I dropped earlier today. Again, sometimes when the content's a bit juicier, I don't really want to share it about too much, but I do want to put it out there for you. So if you're in a notification crew and you picked up the video that got dropped today, brilliant. I hope you enjoyed it, and the conclusion will be imminent. We won't be talking about any of that in the stream tonight. I've got two member only videos all kind of rocked up and ready to go. There's going to be a third companion to those little videos, if that makes sense, and it falls off the back of the podcast. There's a video somewhere in the channel, you can find it, where it explains the member section, but those videos will be going live like over the weekend as well, and I'll try and do them maybe like one every kind of 2 days, just to kind of string it out a little bit, or I might just dump them all free. Depends on what feedback you give me, what you're after. But two are ready. The other one will get finished shortly as well. And Connor R, good to see you, my man. Connor, I'm pretty sure I seen you up a leaderboard somewhere, or was I chatting with you? I can't remember. But yeah, good to see you, Connor. Thanks for joining us live. Me. I want a fist bump. Boom. There you go, XMK. Loving it. So guys, the midweek that we're coming out of, I was super hyped for. I thought I had a great prospect in a couple of divisions, and a few of them had less question marks than others. And also this game week was going to answer a lot of questions about maybe the next couple of game weeks in terms of some selection choices, some fitness questions, a few things are going on. So I've started to learn a bit more about some of my guys, and we're coming out with some good stuff. I think we're just about clinging on, but so without any further ado, this is what we're leaving the game week with now. We've absolutely cantered in the ETH, right, which is brilliant. Bring it on. And All-Star Division 3 is the only division we're going to be pulling a card out from. I was and 2 hours ago I was 10th, so I was number 1 ranked for a tier 1, and I thought if I can hang on to that, I'll be quite happy with how things go. But as I think Celtic Vigo are playing, Atletico Madrid I think are playing as well. I've had notifications from different guys. I'm now down to 17th. It says I could potentially still finish 59th, which gives me absolute fear, because this team you know, look at top to bottom. It's a great team. Really does deserve to do well. And in reality, 46 points off of the top. You know, we've got to be getting into tier 1 category. I really cannot be slipping into tier 2. But as I slip down that pecking order, you know, would we get it down to 28th? I'm at 17th. Starts at 10. So I'm definitely in like the top third of the ranking for it, it must be said. But I'm not quite number 1 seed, which is something to be excited about. Because I think if you're number 1 seed in a pool, you must have I would have felt anyways, I was feeling it about an hour or two ago, a bit more confidence going into, you know, seeing what rewards you've got. As Hendo, who I see is joining us live. Hendo, infinite fist bumps for you, my man, who's joining us live. How he felt, you know, going into knowing he's got the pick of the star rares, basically, for his big win. We just pulled his Mbappe, so I got a little taste of that feeling. It didn't last long, and it was only for tier 1, so it was nowhere near the same, of course. But Mr. Mbappe's in the house, loving it. Wish it was with the leaderboard. Oh, it was Giovinco talk, of course it was. Simo, good evening, my man. Fist bump to you. Amd S, good to see, man. Just bought my first card after watching your beginner's guide video. Appreciate it, brother. No problem, my man. Thanks a lot for joining us. Who did you buy? Let me know. Joshy 4XMK are getting acquainted. So this team, guys, it was lovely. Right now, you know how I feel about stacking and all the rest of it, right? I've got a couple of pairs going on here, and if you remember the stream on Monday, I was conflicted with the defensive element of this team. It was the only element I was conflicted on. Do I pair the Lennon with the Barco, or do I pair the Kessler with the Turner? And yep, you guessed it. So Kessler, including multiplier, has brought in 110 flat. Brooks Lennon has brought in 71.7, so we're talking about basically an extra 40 points from our boy Kessler. Gets us onto the podium. As things stand, we would be third, which shoulda, woulda, coulda means a matter of time. Shoulda, woulda, coulda mean change your mind. But I never thought I'd be singing tonight. Absolutely cancelled with the Eve. Common goalkeeper, and Sorloff, the sub that he was, didn't really get us going. We really should have got a card out of this, but as I say, super sub let us down at the end. Didn't actually turn out to be that super. But Johnny Russell and Zella Ryan knocked out banging scores. Feels like a little bit of a waste that they were an all-star, but having guys like that spare to go in here to allow the common goalkeeper period to be functional for me is something that I cannot overvalue, in my opinion, because just banking the ETH is a great rhythm to get into, and it's only when you miss it, because I missed it a week or two ago, it's when you always feel that, oh, I really should have hit that, you know. Otherwise, the game week was full of a couple of car crash stories. DNP Chicharito here, goalkeeper Sean Johnson, who I have been captaining and didn't on this occasion. Champ D3 is running kind of the now. We're nowhere near anything, of course, with DNP SoRare. This was, yeah, it got us nothing, unfortunately. And that got us nothing. So it was only really the all-star D3, and I was hoping the D2 might have got lucky. Giacomakis did get his minutes, didn't get his goal, and like I said on Monday, there was a huge question mark over where Titon was going to actually stay in the team, because in the last match he had 2 error leading to goal attributed to him, and as a goalkeeper that is like a death sentence. He's been dropped. We'll see what happens in the next match, because they just conceded 6. So who knows what the fuck is going on. The great thing about MLS is it doesn't matter how shit this team is they will not get relegated. So all the good cards that are in that team, they are just sitting there waiting for a good coach to come along. They've just appointed the head of football, or the director of football, or whatever, the tactical guy from Philadelphia. Has just been put in place at Cincinnati in the last couple of weeks, the last month, and he's already said he wants to go to a diamond shape next year. So Cincinnati, a wee bit of a random tangent for you, but Cincinnati cards, even though they're bottom and they're getting humped now and their scores are shit, see the actual good players in there, once they get a good framework around them, different story. Whether Titan's a part of that or not, who knows. Matarita probably will be, which is why I'm going to keep an interest in them. And as you'll see from my special weekly team, I recently won an Alvaro Barreal, which, you know, I've seen him play, he's okay. in love with that as a reward and just sit on it because he's worth fuck all really, being at Cincinnati. Selling a Cincinnati card has to be one of the hardest things to do on the market at the moment. Hendo's holding on to his Mbappe for the moment. Yeah, going to have some fun with him. Why not, man? I don't blame you. You bought a limited Calabria, the AC Milan guy. Good stuff. Nice first card to pick up. If he's U23, that's really versatile. Good stuff. 20 man. Always pair the goalkeeper and the defender where possible. I know it's a pure. But the thing with Brooks Lennon, right, is he's got decisives in him, and he didn't get that, of course. But he's a proper attacking fullback, you know. Penalty area entries, 3 points he's picked up from that. You know, he's always getting into the box. Miami's the game you expect him to get some decisive actions in, and I've watched a lot of Atlanta. Brooks Lennon is due one. You know, he's missed a few chances. He's always getting into those positions, and that was a bit more of a hunch. I've not seen as much of the Revs probably in the last month compared to earlier in the season, but see this score. Wait till you see how special this is. All-round score of 53. Incredible. 1-0 win it was. Clean sheet bonus is 10 points. 1 tackle, he's got 12 for that. Triple double, he's picked that up as well for 6 points. Duel 1, huge. And it just really does underline for those defenders. Winning those defensive duels, how important a statistic that can be if you get the right guys that play the game. Accurate passing to the final third, lovely. Accurate long balls, lovely. Passing to the opposition, lovely. He's picking up some nice points there. It has got a big chance miss. It's the first time I've seen that, actually. So he's got -5 against him. That would have been a 92 without that. And imagine he converted. That's 100 from a defender on 1 decisive. That would have been an incredible score. Still wouldn't have got us over the line, unfortunately, because of Yakimakis. And then when I was looking at this earlier today, or maybe last night, Yakimakis out, and who was it did okay somewhere else? Was it even Grandsir or something like that? Yeah, even just throwing Grandsir in there, 48 points, doubles that up, and you know, there's a few sliding door situations, not much. But anyway, so we're leaving probably with a tier 1 rare at the All-Star pool, which we'll have a look at, and you know I'm a big fan of, as well as my ETH, which we're always happy to just scoop that up, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now, we're going to start off, like we always do, with SD leagues. Always got to be the first thing I do, because I cannot forget to do it, because this means something to me, these ELO points. I've not got the best. So this is season 5, man. It doesn't feel like season 5. Feels like season 2 maybe. I've actually got more ELO points than I remember on the last time I checked, which is nice. But we've not built this lineup yet for this game week, so let's go ahead and rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat. 2 songs out of me tonight. Who knows, singing might become a thing. I know you're all shrieking in terror. Right, okay, so goalkeeper. Right, let's have a good look at this, right? How well can you guys see it? Will we zoom in? How do I do it again? Just push the wee schoolie pad thing in. Hope I've not just messed this up. We had an absolute dog's dinner of it. That was control, wasn't it? You guys have told me to press before. Yeah. I'm not going to mess about with it. Right, okay, so let me see. The first thing I want to check is the opposition stats. So who's playing a team that you know is normally good for not scoring? Right, okay, Sean Johnson pops out right away. It's Miami. I've just watched them, and I'm actually quite confident of how really disjointed they are. The thing about Miami is that Gregor in midfield, he is a destroyer. And see if he was like really any other team that have the muscle that Miami clearly have opened up with, he would be elite, league level elite. If that's the phrase, I'm not too sure it is a phrase. Schubert's got a good fixture looking as well, away to Heerenveen. But I know Heerenveen are packing some talent, so edge with caution on that. I'm not looking at Titan seriously at all. All Blacks, good to see that Betis are quite favourable for goalkeepers to be playing against. Van der Voort as well against Zoot Warragame. I've seen Chrissy Quirk, fist bump, is in the house. Genk are shit. Do we fancy them against Zoot? Do we think they'll do something? And then Nubel is away to Brest, and actually goalkeepers don't seem to favour too well against Brest. They must quite often score. So it's good to know about Nubel at least anyway. But I think Nubel's in a bit of form, and I think Monaco are actually having a bit of an upturn. But I think I am going to go Sean Johnson. I think that's just, he's had a beastie match in the last game, and confidence is high. Every game for New York now is a 6-pointer. They really have to get this locked in the playoffs ASAP. Hakimi probably will be returning from suspension, and Lille's a big match. They're at home. Lille are not great, so I think Hakimi returns to Hakimi status in this game. Taylor Harwood-Bellis has a good match. Let me just sort by opposition rating again. Miles Robinson at home to Toronto. That's going to be a good fixture, I think. Brooks Lennon's got the same fixture, of course. Harwood-Bellis is right up there, as we've already seen. Interesting. The Brighton guys, I don't know, but it feels like Liverpool play them all the time, but they can't. Surely don't play them all the time. I think Theo Hernandez came off the bench recently in a cup game, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him back in action. But it's a wee bit of a gamble in terms of output. How well will he do? It's his first game back, is what I mean when I say that. So that's a question mark of sorts. And then Matarrita's right at the bottom. I don't think I'll be considering him, but I think I can throw Miles Robinson and maybe Brooks Lennon in here, because Toronto are dead and buried. They're nowhere near anything. Atlanta really need the points. They've got good players. They're in good form, etc. Zult leaked goals, but grabbed them just as quick. I think Genk will do better, having fully rotated for the cup. Nice, good to hear. Saw that just now. That's cruel. Bologna is. Oh yeah, we're talking about the Hafenif Mbappe. Fucking, oh my god. Hendo did a joke in our group chat saying it was him that sold it by mistake, and honestly, man, like, I felt instantly bad, and I felt, man, like, whoa. I feel like that. Oh, I could feel pure. I felt pure emotional for a second, and I was like, it must be a wind up. And I've opened the thing, and I thought maybe photoshopped it or something, but it was a real transaction. It's like, fucking hell, no way. And then I opened it. I was like, Jesus, thank God, Hendo's name's not all over it. So I think I've maybe lost a wee bit of the group chat. Evan Crichtley spent 180 quid on Brandon Vasquez of Cincinnati before the MLS season. He's not really turned up at all. But guys like Brenner, Barreal, the other, I want to say Atanga. I don't know if that's a different team, but it was another guy. It's another kind of winger guy in the team. Oh, I forgot his name. I can't remember. Hey guys, did you hear about? Yeah. Okay. Please to catch the stream. So early showboat. Thanks for joining us. Fist bump to you. No, Hakimi was. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure Hakimi served a suspension. Because I remember dropping him. Let me just check. I'm pretty sure I remember dropping him. He did get a red. I've made a very firm mental note. Ashraf Hakimi's red card. I'm pretty sure he served a suspension. No, he hasn't. Good catch, Hendo. Just to double check me on that. Good man. Oh, was it maybe did they maybe play a cup game or something midweek? Or okay, so I can put Lennon on the right, which is what I wanted to do anyway. And then Miles Robinson. Miles Robinson, by the way, like, if you watch him, like, he is a stud, man. Acosta, Hendo. Atanga is with Cincinnati. Cool. All of those guys. Atanga, Acosta, all those flair attacking players. I think once they get a new coach in under this new Philadelphia guy, they could be a dark horse. Surely they can't get the wooden spoon for the 4th year in a row. So surely the only way is up. Surely. I think VVD has to go into one of my best teams, doesn't he? He will. So will Harwood-Bellis, but I think Harwood-Bellis and Leuven. Araujo is red hot for Atlanta. He is going to be a popular card next year, totally. The whole Atlanta team is going to be so amazing next year. I really don't want to sell any of those cards. I really wish I got another couple, but I think I've got some key pieces with. Even Ronald Hernandez, he's on loan from Aberdeen, strictly speaking. It's a really weird situation. But Brooks Lennon, Miles Robinson, I won both of them. Bought Barco, bought Joseph. And I won a Emerson Hindman, who's been injured all season. You know, he might come back next year, and I think he would. I think a fully fit Emerson Hindman, from what I've seen of him when he was fit, would easily be an upgrade on Rossetto, however you want to pronounce it. Well, a final defender. I think I like Harwood-Bellis. Harwood-Bellis is just a solid, like, 50-ish guy. And again, if maybe he gets, I think I'll go Harwood-Bellis because nobody else is jumping out as being mega exciting. Like, yeah, he's got a great game, or maybe Danny Wilson. Actually, I'm playing Danny Wilson. Danny Wilson is the most underutilized card in the world by me. So yeah, I like that back three. Very MLS heavy, which is fine. I know the fixtures in play. I know the guys. I know the form situation. Whatever. Okay, so this is actually going to be really interesting, this midfield. because I've got some guys with great fixtures. I've got some new guys. I've got some really big question marks like SoRare DNP'd in the last match. So I've not even investigated that yet, but he's definitely not getting anywhere near my primo teams as a result. Of course, Leverkusen it is for Wolfsburg this game week. Ivan Illich, home at Juve, didn't start midweek, and that makes me think, of course, he might be a wee bit rested. Brais Mendes played tonight, and I didn't actually check on his score. I'm pretty sure he started, but I got the thing with SofaScore that's pissing me off now is I get the notification that they're playing, even if they're on the bench. Initially, and it doesn't correct itself and say like, oh, Sorloth is on the bench. So I'll get like starting lineup, Sorloth will be in it, and I'll be okay, cool, Sorloth starting, and then like I'll go, I wonder how he's going, and I'll check on him while he's on the bench, but the notification just is identified that he's there. Doesn't happen with all players that I've got on SofaScore, but it happens with enough of them that it winds me up. So he's not had as great a game tonight. They might have. I don't know how many minutes he actually bagged. Will it tell us if we? Yeah, it will tell us. SoRare Data tells us fucking everything. He played 90 minutes. Wow. So that makes. I've got a continued question on Brais Mendes then going into this game week. He's played 90 minutes back to back. And Vallecano are a good team. They really, I suppose, need him. He has had 2 weeks off. I did say that going into this game week that might play a factor, and it clearly did for this game. But will it continue to play a factor? As I kick this can down the road with him, it's annoying. Jesus Medina, I don't think started the last match, so I think that's 2 matches on the bounce he hasn't started. And typically, if you look at Medina in particular, and NYC are really good for this, there is a lot of clear patterns on minutes. So 67 there, that's from 19 minutes. And in the last game, 26. But typically he'll get 60 minutes, 45, 90 minutes. So he'll get start, off the bench, kind of idea. You can see that quite clearly. His minutes are very carefully managed, So I think Medina's going to be a good shout. Away to Miami, we've already picked the goalkeeper. It's a big game. Is it away, in fact? Yeah, it is away to Miami. I don't like the fact that it's away, but I back NYC to shred them because NYC make lots of chances. That, and also another thing, when I was watching Miami Atlanta last night, Marsman, I think a lot of people will maybe think it's a bit of a bomb scare, but I was really impressed by Marsman. I actually really like him as a goalkeeper, and if I need another MLS goalkeeper, I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud, I might look at Inter Miami for a Nick Marsman. I might. Can't believe I just said that out loud in public. Miami goalkeeper. Who'd have thought it? I'm tempted to put a bunch of just my new cards in here as well, just as almost a little free roll kind of game with them. Barco goes straight in as well. I think Wirtz. Now the thing with Wolfsburg, right, is they've just sacked the manager Van Bommel and very quickly installed the Werder Bremen coach, who was just at Werder Bremen for 3 or 4 seasons and got them relegated. So I really don't know what to think about Wolfsburg at the moment. So I don't think Max Arnold can feature really heavily in this game week. Although I trust Max to do it 50 plus, I don't know how the rest of the team are going to do, and that dictates his peaks, which is what I'm concerned about when it comes to my big selections. But I think Wirtz and Leverkusen could definitely capitalise upon such events, so they will go in. Zellerand is in crazy ass form. Washington DC, but I have not been able to predict anything about them all season, and I run in terror of DC United. I really have got no idea what they're going to do every week in terms of when I've got cards that are playing against them, as well as the one card that I have. In terms of when he's going to play or whatever. So I think we've got a really good midfield. I'm really confident in all 3 of them. The game situation they've got, likelihood of playing, all that kind of thing. And then the last card, I really want to play Jonas Hector just because I've just picked him up, and I know it's Dortmund, but I think he could rock out a fucking huge score even in like a tight game or a defeat potentially. I think Brendan Aaronson's got a really good fixture against Reed. I think I'm going to go Brendan just because he's more likely to get. The thing with Brendan Aronson, he's been a wee bit of a letdown in Austria so far, but what we all know he's capable of in that league is a game where Salzburg wins like 5-0 and he gets a goal and 2 assists. That's definitely like within the realms of possibilities. You don't need to stretch your imagination for that to pay off. So I'm going to captain him on that. No, I'm not. Always captain a striker in SD11. That's the Barcelona philosophy. 3-4-3. Captain the power striker, the power forward. So let's see who we've got up front for this game week now. I know I've got a lot of Celtic guys. I don't know if I can just go with the Celtic front 3. Maybe just do that and then cover them with the bench. That would be disgustingly smart. think I might do that. Yeah, I think I will. So Jota, I'm not even going to hesitate. Jota, where's Yakimakis? GG, where are you, my man? GG. GG up top. And where's Kyogo? Oh my god, yes. Love it. And then Captain Jota till I die, isn't it? Cool. Right, so I'm doing that. I'm now kind of contradicting the whole point of the SD11. So I think Jota gets into but the thing with Jota is I don't know about his minutes. It's nice to look at that for a second, right? Let me do what I'm meant to do on this, because it is valuable to me, this research and analysis, and I encourage you to do likewise. The Mecca could be on for a good game against... It's just such a huge question mark, man. The element of surprise might work in Wolfsburg's favour here, because this guy might come in and do something totally different, and just it might all just pay off, and the Mecca and fucking Arnold bang out hundreds and put egg all over my face. Or Leverkusen could turn up and absolutely stuff them. Joseph is definitely going to play. Johnny Russell... I think with everything the way it is now, Johnny Russell might start to get rested in a couple of minutes here and there, because the playoffs are looming. Kansas City's position is pretty much all but done in terms of like the confirmation and whatnot. Right, okay, who's that? Alaves, Depay, no problem, is in my strongest front three. Just needed to see that. I think Kyogo, I think a Celtic guy has to get in here. It's just which one I think is going to get the minutes, really. I think Larson will start against Rostov. I think his substitution against Zenit was purely tactical, because they were getting humped like 3 or 4-0 at half time and ended up being like 7-1 or something. Joseph at Toronto, we know, is a good fixture, and Joseph's on form. We'll back that. And then yeah, I'm looking at one of my Celtic guys, so I'm looking at Kyogo or Jota really. And I think Kyogo, of all the risks, I think Kyogo has the least going against him. I think Kyogo will pretty much always be playing 60 minutes, whereas Jota doesn't have international football, right? But he's not had a game from the bench yet, which is fine. He's the best attacking player probably at the team, along with Kyogo. Do you drop a guy like that? Probably not, you know, but they do need to think about minutes. We've got midweeks coming up and all that kind of stuff as well. So at home in Livy, could be a case of you play the first half, when the first half come off, play 60 minutes. I think Kyogo will almost certainly do that. But so I'm happier to stick with that rather than Jota. Jota might get a 45, might get a final 30. Whereas Kyogo, I'm pretty sure, gets 60 minutes. Almost certainly guaranteed. Cool. Backup goalkeeper. Who did we pick in goals in the first place? It was Sean Johnson, wasn't it? And then we're going to go, sorry, Kyogo, but it is in Depay's contract. So it's Captain Depay, sorry, Kyogo. So backup goalkeeper. It's not going to be Sean Johnson. Who's my second best goalkeeper? Trapp at Leipzig. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. Mixed emotions with Leipzig. Probably has to be All Black, just because he's All Black. He's a shit brick house. Cryptic, welcome to the member section. Thank you for joining us, and thank you very much for just quadruple confirming Hakimi is suspended. Fist bump to you, my man. Thank you very much. THB is a nice fixture for sure. Anderlecht surely due a clean sheet as well. I've been saying that, I think, all my life, Josh. Like, really, I think I've probably been saying Anderlecht are due a good turn probably since about 1971 or something. Feels like forever. Hindman super rare sold for pennies basically yesterday. He did tear his ACL. Yeah, he's been out all season. He tore his ACL. It was a bad injury. But a fit Hindman, from what I've seen, and who knows under Pineda what his opinion is. Does he maybe bring somebody else in? Does he really like Rossetto? And Franco Ibarra is like 33. So I think there's a place in the team for Hindman. So where there's a lot to protect its users from mistakes, but no matter what is done, people still, yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of behind on some stuff, guys. Sorry, but I think I'm up to speed. Ozan Tufan added to the club now to hope he does well, but Watford relegate and he gets back to Turkey. Nice, Chrissy. It sounds like a really good card that you picked up there. Ozan Tufan. So defense. Who's my best defender I've not picked? Let me just remind myself of my back three. So it was Lennon, Robinson, Wilson. So yeah, I think I probably have to pick Van Dijk for the bench, or let's just pick THB. Because again, like, I don't think Liverpool will be taking Brighton lightly, but I don't know, I've just got a funny feeling, and sometimes funny feelings mean something. Nobody plays all the time. That makes me worried when people do play all the time, you know. I think we'll put... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I think we'll put Hector on the bench. I think Hector's cheat code. And if I've got the potential to allow that to pay off, then I want to be open to that. Along with... Yeah, let's just put Oh, Sane, Union Berlin. Oh, talk to me. Oh, I think I maybe want to drop Joseph. Yeah, I think I'm going to drop Joseph. Drop Kyogo. Starting forward. Centre forward is going to be Kyogo now. And then Sané's in too good form, and Union Berlin are a team that Bayern should be destroying, like obliterating. And then Joseph, sorry, you're going to find yourself on the bench. That's the front three we go with. Love it. Great team. Really excited for it. And I've got a great idea now of my best 11. And I think, will I keep this page open? And I'll try and refer back to it. I think I will. I think when I was timestamping the last stream, I thought I really should do that. That would really improve my output, your experience, I hope, and maybe give you a good practice to maybe knock about with. I've got some cards, I think, since the last time I seen you. I don't know. 3 days ago, Thursday, maybe after I seen you, maybe before I seen you. But I've got Hector, I've got Araujo. I think you know about all these things. If you don't, let me know and I'll tell you what's going on. Pretty much. Okay, cool. So I've made some teams. Oh, we're going to do lineup builder on SoRare Data. I think that's what we want to do. I've picked some teams already. So I've managed to roll out 3 D3s. Or D2s, I beg your pardon. And I've managed to cover all the D3s, I would think, and then global. So I've got a fair bit going on. I think, yeah, okay. So let's hit the prize pool. This is what's going to dictate where I go. Okay, so All-Star Pro, I think, of course, is going to be my staple. But we've got 28 star rares, which is nice. In the pool, we've got Haaland, we've got Mbappe, we've got Messi, we've got Neymar, we've got Kimmich, we've got Louis, we've got Donnarumma, we've got Bellingham, we've got Depay, we've got Van Dijk, we've got Wirtz, we've got Courtois, All Black, Alfie Davies, Fati, Tadic. Oh, I could do that for this whole list. Lisandro Martinez, Noah Lang. The star pool. Odysseus is maybe the first one. Luis Maximano, pretty sure is injured. Bono maybe gets rotated on occasion. Timber. There's a few random question marky ones, but overall, Alban Lafon, Mo Camera, I don't know much about, to be actually quite honest. A lot of goalkeepers. It's actually quite a chunky size pool. The top end of it is delicious. This is all delicious as well. Kramaric and all this kind of stuff. I'm right about this. Thiago Almada, Jesper Karlsson, all about that. So cool beans. Yeah, I'm into that. I don't know why I just said that. I'm sorry. I hate myself instantly. What a horrible phrase. So yeah, that we're definitely going to be attacking that first and foremost. That is going to be our priority. So lineup builder, SD11 done, saved. Love it. SO5 lineup builder. We're going to build the D3 first. Okay, so the oh, I keep forgetting, guys, that I've got. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Let me just check. Yeah, I know you won't. I'm kind of sitting in front of it, but I've got my Mando helmet behind me. I got this for Halloween. It's sitting behind me and I keep bumping into it. Good fun. Good times. Any excuse. The excuse I used on this occasion was Halloween. Why not? Yeah, helmet here. What do you think of Diego Lopez as a keeper still? I read from Techers that he wants to play for another couple of seasons still. Former like Real Madrid goalkeeper or something. I was actually chatting with somebody about him yesterday or the day. I can't remember. I can't remember. I don't know enough about him, to be honest with you. And he's at Espanyol now, I think, isn't he? I've not looked into him in all the detail that you would want, so I'm really sorry, Moldy. If he wants to play for a couple of seasons, he's quite open about that, then brilliant. If we're talking about goalkeepers, oh, I can't tell you that. It's in the member section, it'll be coming out. I hate saying that, but I do need to give some stuff to the member section, because it is what it is, you know. Okay, so All-Star D3. Oh, have I done this already? Did I have a wee knockabout? Oh, I had a wee knockabout. Let's reset it. Don't want to be... Okay. Save. Champion D3. And then we'll just reset that as well. Don't want to be influenced by me half asleep, messing about my phone. Reset, save. Okay, Global All-Star D3. Let's see it. What have we got? In goals, I think now I'm probably going to pick Sean Johnson. I don't know who I picked last time. Might have been Trap. But, oh, actually, I think it's tough to pick Sean Johnson here. So I think he is my only MLS goalkeeper. I don't think Turner has a fixture. Titon, I cannot say for any certainty will play, of course. So yeah, I think I really need to keep Sean Johnson for Champion America. So Kevin Trapp, I think, will retain his spot in All-Star D3. Leipzig's a funny one, right? Because I like Leipzig. I think they'll do well. But they're not doing well. So I think Trapp could have a really good game. But equally, I'm kind of waiting for RB Leipzig to click. And when they do, I think they'll tear. So it's a really difficult perspective for me when it comes to RB Leipzig fixtures. With like a Trap, for example, or any opposition. Okay, so Akimi, yeah. Oh, I think, see, when I was saying earlier on, like, no, I'm pretty sure he served his suspension. I think when I was doing this lineup builder, I had it in my head, he's suspended for this game week, so do it. I think that's why it got in my head that he'd served it, because I'd already built some lineups and whatever. So that's, I think, what's going on there. Okay, THB feels like a good All-Star D3 defender to pick this game week, but I don't think he was in my best 11, was it? It was Miles Robinson, Brooks Lennon, and Danny Wilson, wasn't it? They were my best three. It's hard because it's a Houston, but I fucking hate Houston. They're so rubbish. But no, I can't pick Danny Wilson in a D3. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Sam Vines is back in action playing. He's just an average scorer, but I'm waiting for him to really spark into life. I think Van Dijk's a great candidate, of course. Miles Robinson's probably a really good candidate because I'm probably not likely to play him if I've got Brooks Lennon. I've got Brooks Lennon elsewhere. I've got THB. I'm not playing Challenger, so I think THB is the logical option. Now, I don't like doing it on logic. I want to do the best, but I've got a lot of close decisions with the goalkeeper, kinda, and the defender. So in those hair split decisions, I will maybe try and manufacture a situation that's favourable. Can we have your screen back, please? You've got my screen, do you not? Sorry. What screen? Toronto, Barco, yeah, but it's U23, isn't he? So again, yeah, I'm not wanting that. I don't care about that bias and all that stuff. I've got Ki Sung Young back for like the last game of the season or something. Again, he might just get dropped. Korea and Japan works like that sometimes. Mendes, Leggett, got a lot of really good midfield options. Do I need to use a super rare midfielder here? I'm not too sure. It's quite an important question. So let me check my forwards out. I know I've got like Depay, for example, who's got a great fixture. And there should be a real cloud lift situation. Yeah, so do you know what I'm thinking now, Archers? I've got the bones of a really good champion team. If I've got an SR midfielder that will be playing, which I maybe do. Elliot should play against Juventus. What he'll score against Juventus, however, is another matter. Grand Seer. It's not champion Euro, do. Medina. Do you fancy Medina to do well? I think I play Medina in this team, eh? But Medina, Barco, Wirtz, and who's the other midfielder I picked again? Brendan. It was Brendan, wasn't it? I think I had Brendan in this D3 already, so I think, yeah. Opposition average is 53. Not as many people will play him here. Barco will tear. And this is a division I really want to kill in, isn't it? So Barco will kill. We know that. THB. This is actually... I'm actually maybe just... I'm just going to do... yeah. I can't pick Johnson. I really can't pick Sean Johnson. It's so hard. Nobody's picking Trap in this division, so at least that's something. Yeah, okay. And Harwood Bellis, I just want to double confirm that he is the best. But I'm just looking at super rare defenders even. Lennon, maybe pull Lennon back. You know, breaking that partnership up will only curse me. trip. Valenzuela, who's he got? Washington. I'll sack that for predicting. Oh, I'm really torn now because I think if I play Lennon here, I think I have to play Lennon here. I think I'm kind of jinxing myself into it, and I don't really believe. I'm not too superstitious, right? But I do feel that kind of thing, breaking that combo up. After he did score okay, I don't really have much of a reason to drop him, especially for a player that was even involved in the midweek. So I don't want that to cloud my judgment per se. But then I think what I'm going to do here, which is super cheeky, is I'm going to go Memphis and Sané. And I think I'm just going to go balls to the wall and just fucking go for it. Captain Depay's in his contract, of course. We all know that. But that's a monster all-star D3. Fucking bring it, man. Bring it on. Right, so what will be the next prize pool we want to attack? It's probably going to be the D3 for under 23, I think, isn't it? Under 23 Pro. Star Rares back to 11. That's interesting. Now, U23, I'm not as pure. I love U23. I've not got as much of a hard on for it, but as everyone else. 365 entrants into Champ Euro. Top 8 get Star Rares. Now, what's interesting for assessing this now is having a look at the Champ Euro matches and just see what's actually going on. My matches, that I have enough of them to kind of get, I suppose, to do. PSG, you've got a good game they should. It's a tough game, but a game they should win. Leon, I think Leon's are actually doing okay this year. I'm just looking for any there. These are challengers. Right, okay, so any big, obvious matchups that should be like a blowout. You'd expect Barca to be a blowout, but Alaves have been quite resolute at the back. Elche away won't be easy for Real Madrid. Bayern away to Berlin, they should batter them. That should be. Dortmund, you'd expect to batter Cologne at home, but trust me, Cologne's stats suggest that that's not going to be a foregone conclusion. Eredivisie, Serie A, let's see. Inter Milan, Udinese, that could be a spanking. When you write off Verona are in very good form. I would not be backing Juve too heavy this game week. Just my opinion, that's all it is. Do your own research, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. So I'm not actually... I think Bayern's the only real big worry. I don't think the PSG game will be so... It could be actually... I don't think they've got Botman, do they? All games. Am I missing something that I've not got exposure to? So... in France... Yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything. In Champion Euro, I mean, anyway. Who do Liverpool have? They've got Brighton. Serie A, do we see anything else? AC Roma, Lazio, Atlanta. Yeah, okay, cool. So I think I'm probably going to be prioritizing. Let's actually just check the contents. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check Champion Euro D4 prize pool. Because that could be interesting. How many? 171 cards are getting paid out. Just under 1,200 entrants. It's not terrible. Much more competitive. You don't need me to tell you that. And ETH wise, they're both paying out the same kind of ETH. There's more people in U23 than Champ Euro. And I think I could have some Champ Euro quality that could do some damage. But I have just put Sané and Depay into my all-star. So let's see actually what we could come out with. Okay, so it'll be all black and Trip at the back, of course, right? Because that is Trippier started tonight. I'm quite confident he has, like I said in the last stream, I've just kind of got confirmation that it seems like he's back in town. He's rocking. Wirtz was down as one of my best midfielders. I think I would maybe try and keep him for U23 because I can. And instead, maybe, where's my boy? Where's my boy Jonas Hector? Where is Jonas Hector? How odd. I've not picked him anywhere else, have I? No? How odd. Even in pre-technology, you can see my man. No problem, Joshy. No problem. Ignore me as well. Yeah, I've not got Hector. He's not coming up. All injury status. So do they think he's injured, maybe? All injury status, yeah. All playing status. All of them. Champion Euro. Everything and anything, give me it. Max Arnold, SoRare works. So weird. Why would I not get Hector listed here? Right, would I want Hector? I suppose I would. I'm just going to put Carlos Soler in his place because I'm not going to be playing Soler in this team, but I'm not going to be playing him probably anywhere else. And then up front, Sorloth probably won't be playing. The Mecha should play. I expect Woodworkhorse is still out. The COVID restrictions. Paulinho, Dries Mertens, who they got? Oh, they're playing bottom of the league. Surely Mertens starts against bottom of the league. But that then is a gamble. It makes it a bit more of a gamble. And it is such a good game to bring Mertens in for. Werner's injured, Sorloth. I think the Mecha is going to start. I can hang my hat on him starting. There's my two supers. Jonas Hector in midfield, probably. And then, yeah, I could throw in Van Dijk here or something. Yeah, just drop in VVD. And then I say I'd want Jonas Hector. I think if I'm putting the Mecha in here, I'm just going to have to play the fucking Fool's game, and just put Max Arnold in. And just hope for a fucking Wolfsburg miracle. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to live and die by that. I'm going to captain Max Arnold, because if that does happen, then he's going to have to run the show. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. It's a really strong Champion Euro outfit, I think. A striker that will start and has an AA potential of getting around the 10 mark. Never mind the goals or whatever he could get. Yeah, I'm actually quite happy with that. That'll move us into U23 D3. And I think once I've picked this, I'm going to jump around and deploy them in SO5. So I've not done that yet. It's not the end of the season in Korea. They still have 5 games to go. Yeah, I know it's kind of split. I think this is the last game before the split, but isn't it? That's what I mean. It's like the last game of like the regular season. But yeah, I'll kill him up to speed. Right, so U23. Let's see goalkeepers. I don't think I've got much. I've got Van der Veer. Oh, really stiff shoulder. Sorry, I'm going to take off this no game filter because I don't need that at all. Alright, so Schubert and Van der Veer, I've got 2. Okay, so under 23 D3 is a must play, I think. And Schubert's got the form. Van der Veer needs the form. They're both away. Schubert gets picked less here than Van der Veer, which I think that's going to be the differentiator for me. I'm going to be picking Schubert this week. It's a real coin flip, really. And then, yeah, okay, cool. So I've got a lot of good defensive options still for U23, as you can see. I've still got THB, Taylor Harwood Bellis. I've still got Tio Hernandez. Julian Harajo is a great pick, potentially, because he's due a good score against Seattle. I need to double check him, but he picks up some yellows. I don't know if he's maybe out. Good guy to play safe, or even, I might even just throw, yeah, I'm just going to put THB in here, because I think he's a good base. Like for the team kind of idea. And then I've got Aronson and Wirtz, who both made my best team in SD11. So I could double them up, and then do I have a super rare forward I could go into this lineup? Oh yes I do. I've got Darwin. I've got Darwin. Yeah, that could be the play, I think. But then I don't have Jota in this team. Nah, I'd have a super rare midfielder I would want to play U23. Ivan Illich. I'm not itching to play Illich. I'm not itching to play Renato Sanchez or Frankie Amaya or Luka Illich. I'm not dying to play any of these guys, and I think squeezing them in would be to the hindrance in this team. I think the play is going Wirtz and Brendan Aronson. I think that's the play here, and Darwin. Away to this mob. Estoro. As long as he starts, he should be right in amongst it. And Darwin is a punches and bunches type of guy. And in terms of captain, man, Wirtz or Aronson, I think Aronson potentially has the easier game in front of him. So I think that's what we rock with. Right, okay, cool. I'm going to go put all that into SoRare itself, SO5. So let's see, what did I have in All-Star? Oh, that's his D4. Ah, close your eyes, don't look. Oh, Jesus. I didn't have any of those guys in that anymore. So this is the team I laid out last. Oh, I went with Yakimakis in here. I think I expect him to start against Livingston. And I've got Kyogo, and I've got Jonas Hector, who I can pick here, and I've got THB. So I've actually made the decision that this is my best team, but that's forcing me to put Barco into like U23 probably. And then Hector, like I'd expect him to ball out big time, but away at Dortmund is not a fixture you want your best team to be hosting. So I think I will stick with those changes. I think they are going to hinder how many teams I get out. But at this stage of proceedings, I'm not concerned with that because I think I've got the cards to still get out the amount of teams I've got out. It's just about sorting out the prioritization on the quality. So we want Barco. And then up top, I went Bully Boy, didn't I? But I think actually it makes sense, but to actually not go Bully Boy with Sané and Depay here. No, I don't have another super rare and champion Euro I'd want to use, eh? I don't have. Who were my other options for U23 super rares? Or champion Euro, sorry, I beg your pardon. Hakimi suspended. Illich, tough game. Braze could be rotated. Probably won't be, and I'm just over paranoid about it. And Mertens should get a game, you would think, on fair rotation. But Nemeka will play. So no, that's I don't need to. Yeah, so I need the super rare forward and the midfielders. Max Arnold. I don't have another option. It's a super rare, so yeah, he's the best one to go with. It's a tough game, but one that he might do well in. I think they're at home, Wolfsburg, aren't they? Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. So anyway, the knock-on effect means I'm going to get Sané and Depay in here to ball out. So there's Depay coming in, and there is Sané. Now I think what you're going to see tonight, guys, is just really how strong I think when I've fucking got my shit together and I've buffed up my midfield with bringing in Hector and bringing in Arnold, and I've kind of cut off some edges. Got some balance now. I've got some other things in the background. Put Joseph with Barco rather than Lennon. Then VVD in. Yeah, I really like that. That's actually, that could be the play, and then VVD's a spare anyway. And then that would remove one of these guys that would go into Champion Euro rather than the VVD defender, but the DD. Okay, do you know what? I'm actually. You've just won, Ross, so I think it would jinx me not to do that. So Trap, VVD, Barco, and then I think we keep Depay in here then, and we're going to drop Sané for Joseph. Boom, and then. No, I'm just waiting for it to actually pick Joseph. I just things on. No. Hendo, I like the way you're thinking, pal. Okay, it's Joseph. Yeah, I think I can get behind that. I hope at Toronto. Yeah, Hendo, I think you've just won me a star rare, by the way, buddy. Makes me really want to put Sean Johnson in goals now. But even Trap, he scored 57 in his last game. He conceded 2 goals or something. So I like Hendo's suggestion as well. Shrew, evening. Good to see you, my man. And then we went to, so what other teams did we pick? Okay, so that knock-on effect is then going to mean you out. And then we're going to pull Sané in, I think, aren't we? But Sané's already picked somewhere else because that's the way they've done it. Oh, yeah, okay. So this is going to unravel my lineup builder a little bit, but it doesn't matter because I've just done the main crux, and I think we can operate. Actually, we're not going to think. We're going to do. So we're going to dive into here, and then this is what I must have had Braze and Illich. Must have doubled up on the super rare mids. I've picked Nubel. I actually fancied Nubel in this fixture because I thought away to Brest, surely they must do okay. Evidently, I changed my mind on that, and I've put All Black in an All-Star D2. I think sack that is the message now, really. Let's get Trip in. Trip should rock. I just see he scored a 33 in the last game, so I want to check his minutes momentarily. and just see exactly what, you know, what his script is for this week. I've also got Tyler Adams knocking about. I keep forgetting about him. And Jonas Hector. I really want to play Jonas Hector, but I think... Oh no, Wolfsburg are away. But I'm playing the Mecca, so it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? I feel like this is a recipe for disaster. I really think I should be playing Hector here as just the random boss differentiator. I'm going to be the only person playing him here, I think. The only person with a rare, I think, that will be actually wanting to play him against Dortmund. Yeah, I'm doing it, man. I think Cologne are in a better place. It's a tough game. And then we're putting the Mecha up front. And we're putting Sané in the team as well. I think that's much better. So where's the Mecha? We need you, son. He's in a D2 as well. I think I'm just going to be bagging out some D2s. And then it's going to be Captain Sané, I think. So I'm not going to quite back Hector against Dortmund and co to be my captain. Because Sané is just a killer now. Very underrated, in my opinion. Okay, so does that mess up with what I was going to do here for U23? Which was Schubert, THB, Wirtz, Nunez, Aronson. I don't think there's any messing with that. THB. I went with Schubert in this one. So we'll take Schubert. THB. Wirtz stays. Jota goes. And we bring in Darwin. And then the spare guy we've went with... Now let me just check this, because obviously I didn't have Hector on SoRare Data, which just makes me want to double check. Who am I picking again? Aronson? I should really be picking Jota over Aronson, shouldn't I? I think I should. Yeah, Jota till I die, captain. Aronson's going to ball out now, isn't he? He's going to absolutely kill it. But Jota's at home as well. That's something I didn't take into consideration when I made that little team together. Right, okay, so now what I'm thinking is my D2s are probably going to be all over the shop and scrapped to bits. So do I maybe want to, let's just do delete. That stays. Let's just leave that there now. That's fine. It's not been disturbed. Okay, so I think I need rare goalkeepers to go up to this level, and I think I'm excited to do that with some of the super rares I had deployed up there, because there's 24 supers in U23, and some of these tier 3s and tier 2s can be good. So I think I do want to do that still. In terms of... So let me see how many goalkeepers I've got. This is important, right? So I think... Oh man, U23. So Max Arnold to get dropped for Hector, didn't he? I've not got Hector for some strange bloody reason. So I'm just going to put Kang En Lee here, because I know that won't interfere with anything else. He definitely won't get picked on our team. And then we put Sané up there with him, didn't we? That was the plan in the end. Sané's been picked, hasn't he? That's... Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, Mary, Joseph. Right, okay. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to do... What am I trying to do? U23 D2. Is that what I'm trying to do? Oh no, I want to look at my goalkeepers. So Global All-Star D2 is what I'm going to click on. I'm going to hit goalkeeper. I want to see what I've got left to play with. These are the 3 goalkeepers I've deployed. That is the main information I need to get right now. And the screen's just all been a wee bit jittery, so just 2 seconds, guys. Good evening, G Monica. Stefan, my man. Stefan, what did you get? Did you finish first in Challenger? Let me know. I didn't see on Twitter what happened. Some of the tier 1s and 2s and under 23 prize pool, yeah, this week are fire. Yeah, so yeah, I think that's a good one to go for. But what I want to see, yeah, the screen's kind of like stuck on me. There we go. There's what goalkeepers I've got left to play with. Now, I know I've got Van der Voort. I know I've got Sean Johnson. I've got Nubel. It's defos I'm talking. So I've got 3 defos left, right? I've also got Common Paul Lopez that we know can operate it, you know, just pulling some E for us. So worst case scenario, we do that. And then we've got Sean Johnson for America D3. I've then got Nubel and Van der Voort to do anything. So do I want to do a U23 D2 with Van der Vaart? Is that what I want to do? Let me see who else I've got. U23 D2. So we're going to go Van der Vaart. And then I'm just going to change all scarcities to super rare only, just to make this a lot easier. So only this is one of the features you can't do on SoRare, which is fucking lovely. So I've got Valenzuela and Sam Vines. I think both will probably play. Both of them are away. Away to Club Cecil Bruges is probably a more favourable fixture, so I'll probably go with Vines in defence. I'm only expecting Vines to pick up what you see here, about 40-45. He gets you going, super rare level. But he's not a home run hitter since I've had him. We hope it changes, of course. I think Illich does have a big score in him against Juventus. He didn't start midweek, and I think they've got one eye on the Juventus game. Cabral will feature. Paulinho, apparently Schick and Bellarabis were all telling me on the live stream the other day that apparently Leverkusen's forward options are decimated, so it makes me want to pick Paulinho. I know Cabral will feature, but Celtic's a tough game. I think I'll just go with the Paulinho. I think I'd be quite happy to do that gamble, if you like. And then, did I go with Renato? Did I go with Efra away to Seattle? Did I go with Cabral again? I think I'll just throw in Renato. Why not? And then who would the captain be? I think my captain would probably have to be Ivan. Cool. I'm quite happy with that. That is really punty, right? But it is odds and sods. Van der Vaart's not in great form, and it's the alternative to that is U23 D4. Now let me just have a wee peek at the prize pool there. Am I overlooking that? Now, there's 1,600 competitors already. 192 cards. How many stars are we getting? 5? Doesn't really entice me. Doesn't really entice me to get down and dirty in there. To be honest with you, I don't know if that's an appropriate term with the non-pro divisions, down and dirty, but it came out my mouth. I said it. So yeah, we're going Van der Vaart or Challenger. I could do Challenger with Van der Vaart. Let me see. If I was to, let's just use Challenger. Let's just hit reset on this. Okay, I'm not going to forget that team. It wasn't overly complicated. Let's do Challenger D3. And then we'll take this back to all scarcities. Why is Horvath not coming up? Not Horvath, fucking Van der Vaart. Oh, I must have saved it. Right, okay, so Van der Vaart, right, whatever. Let's just put Horvath there. Doesn't make any difference. Defender, all scarcities. Right, okay, so we've still got Vines. We could call upon Vines if we wanted to. Let's say we didn't and we went with Jack Hendry, because we could do that. Midfield, do we have... We've only got to look at Illich. We don't have any super rare power in midfield. I don't think there's anyone else that I would take from anywhere else. Challenger, midwise? No. Brendan Aronson. Yeah, Brendan Aronson, okay, because he's been replaced by Jota now. So let's just say Chris Cadden's Brendan Aronson. And then we've not got Furuhashi. Do we have Furuhashi in the team? This has changed to Joseph, so no, we don't have Furuhashi in the team. So we could put Furuhashi and Giacomakis into that team. That could be something, right? Okay, so let's that's over this U23 super rare potential. So what is the prize pool for Challenger D3? Now I've heard John. I was watching John's lineup builder video earlier today. And he was talking about how brutal it is winning or trying to win in Challenger. So I don't know if that, you know. So let's see, 412 competitors, 40 prizes, star rares for top 10, tier 1s for top 30. Does that team, Celtic murder Livingston and Giacomakis is involved in that? It could be a murderous team. And then who are we looking at? We're looking at Tadic, Van der Vaart, Gakpo. There's a lot of big hitting cards here to get in the top 10 and being the, yeah, could be some really good cards to be in a shot of winning. Or let's see, let me just have a look at realistically, right? So when I'm looking at the super rares, like when I'm looking at the rares, I'm looking at star. What's the possibility of me getting star or tier 1? That's what I'm really fishing for. But positionally, what that is for this is like a tier 3 and a tier 2, right? So let's say best case scenario, the best thing I can hope for is a tier 2 super out of U23. Bodart, Boscagli, Windal, Mavropanos. Some good guys at the top. Slonina. Some Dyson, Maeda. There's some great guys at the top end of that tier 2 pool. Let's even see tier 3. So this tier 3 is getting paid out. Geiger. Efren Alvarez. George. I'd love a George Bello. That would be fucking fantastic. Stupian. He's a man of note. I can tell you that for nothing. Carlos Elena. Yeah, so I think D2 is the play. With the Van der Voort. Yeah. Much better chance for the cards I have. Oh no, but the cards I have actually I'm playing are quite puntyish. Whereas Kyogo and Giacomakis, I think I'm going to go Challenger D3. I think I'm going to give it a whack, guys, right? I've not played Challenger D3 and I don't know how long. Oh, some of those cards are amazing, man. Imagine getting a Bodart Super Rare. I don't have, like, I've deployed some strength elsewhere now. So, like, playing, like, Renato and... Who else is that? Illich and Vines, Paulinho. You know, it might scrape a D3, but I think it's maybe a bit more of a waste of a goalkeeper than anything else. So let's just go for it, right? I've got the cards to do it. Let's go Vines, Brendan. Oh, I've also got Jordan. Oh my god. I've also got Jordan. Don't know if he'll play, but... And then I've still got Nooble. Should do well, you think? No, I'm not buying definitely not buying an SR goalkeeper. Like another I've got one MLS and one J League one. If I get another one, they have to be European based because then I've got the trifecta. Then even though the two I've got already are shit, but they were cheap, that's why I got them. But no, so I'm very tempted. So there's enough games there to make that worth considering. But no, it's not perfect. I mean at the moment. So Giacomakis, Larson, Homer Rostov, man. Could I play 3 forwards? Decisions. I think I'm going to stick. I'm going to stick for this. Captain Kyogo. I'm going to stick for this. My 2 Americans, my 2 Tims. Hopefully they can go on and do some damage. Now, I think I'm going to see what I can throw together for an all-star D2, right? What goalkeeper have I got left? I think it's just Nooble. Yeah, Nooble. I don't think I've got anyone who's not been... I've got America D3 still to pick, actually, before I can do a D2. This is the way I should have always been doing my D2s and whatever, but I've kind of not recently. And, I don't know, there's some good guys in that D2 pool, but with my limitation on goalkeepers this game week, I don't know. I don't know. I think that D3 team's got a better chance of something. And what am I thinking about? So All-Star D2. Let's have a peek. So it's just Nooble, I think, left in goals at this point. Oh, no, sorry. I'm not doing All-Star D2. I'm doing Champion America 3. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Or Champion America Rare Pro. Which doesn't roll off the tongue. Hendo, we are mutuals on Twitter. If it makes it any easier, I'm playing a 4-man Spartak stack this week because this fixture is lovely. Yes, this fixture is lovely. I can agree with you on that. But Larson, you know, and Rui Vitória, Spartak are just a bit of a basket case for me now, man. I've still got Miles Robinson. Yeah, well. Legit. Grancia, Medina. I think Medina comes into this. Yeah, Medina comes right into this team. Up front. I think this is might have where I had Joseph initially. Joseph's on here. I've not saved him in that other team yet, have I? No, so that's why he's showing up again. That's fine. I've got Cabral, I've got Vargas, Johnny Russell. Again, I think Johnny Russell's maybe at risk of no showing. Jovic started the last game. Does maybe, I know Chicharito got a 0. I think he was on the bench, wasn't he? Chicharito maybe starts the Seattle game. And then I just need a super rare. What have I got left? Wanyama, Matarita, Leggett, Cabral. Got a lot of super rares in MLS, don't I? I think Leggett's the boy, isn't he? Look at that. Look at that face. Leggett's the boy. And then I think we have to captain. We're going to captain Sean Johnson in this, right? Because that's... I've been doing this sneakily, right? Nobody's picked up on it yet, right? But I didn't do it this game week, but I've been trying to captain Sean Johnson. And when he wins, I'm going to message Laird. And I'm going to be like, listen, Laird, I just won with a captain goalkeeper. So I've done that. So it's Medina and Leggett that I'm not really wanting to use, of course, for All-Stars. Okay, so let's do all scarcities. I should have the Nubo here. Let's see what we can get. So Nubo. And the rest of my team is just going to be super rare. Of course, I've used my 1 rare. Valenzuela or Matarita. I think I'm going to go Matarita. That's an easy enough pick. I know he'll play, can score super high. Oh, I've got Key, I've got Braze. Got a lot going on. Who do they pick? Who to pick? Who to pick? That's just Key or Braze, really, isn't it? I think I'll go Key. It's a real gamble because he might just get randomly rotated. But equally, they might want to keep him up and running. Jordan Larson. Braze Mendes, I think it has to be. Grandsir. I think I dropped Key because I could just see that blowing up in my face. I think I dropped Key and I put in Grandsir and Braze Mendes and just hope for the best. I think all these guys feature, all have decisives in them. And Captain Larson. And why not? That's a bit of a punt. I'll finalise the team. I'll punch the team in, right? So it was Nubel and goals, wasn't it? Yep. And then defence was Matarita. Boom. Oh, I had him in Champion America D2. Oh, well. Valenzuela can go in there now. Braze Mendes. I've not used Ivan Illich this, thinks. Would I maybe use Ivan Illich? Have I got Ivan Illich in here somewhere? Yeah, do that stupid D2. Oh. Then they were Champion America anyway. But they would make a difference to this, maybe. Yeah. Right, okay. So, let me... Under 23, D2. Reset, save. Any other ones that... So, I've got Brooks Lennon available. I'm going to have to just reset most of these teams, Oh, no. I've got Brooks Lennon available. He's not been picked yet, I think. Let me just check that. Where is Brooks? He is free. Let's get Lennon in here. Brilliant. Great spot. Glad I caught that. Braze Mendes. Away to Vallecano. A lot of games in quick succession. I think I still back Illich, by the way. I might still come back to Mendes. And then up front, I'm looking at Jordan, which is great. A great option to having a team like this. That's fine. Jordan. And then I might be going with Braze again, which is fine. I don't mind doing that. I've still got Key. I know I've got Key. Otherwise, Braze Mendes. Key. Key's been playing, man. I don't know if they're just going to keep playing him. Or what. But, Legit, I've gotten a D3 now. I better go make that D3 as well, actually. Champion America D2. All-Star 3. America 2. Nothing. Okay. I think Braze is the man. He's in good fettle. He's just played 290 minutes in a row. It just gives me the fear, man, in modern football. And then Captain Larson, so we're back to the fixture. Illich, I think, could do well at home at Juventus, winning a lot of balls, playing the ball in the opposition half, all that kind of good stuff, you know. And Braze, away Vallecano, could be the same. Kind of they're away from home, that kind of suits Celta Vigo, a bit more counter-attacky. Brooksline and Nubo, you know what's going on there with them. Lovely jubbly. Okay, so let me just check the rare page. So All-Star, I'm pretty sure I've definitely done. Let's just bin this team now. Champion, Euro, Challenger. America I've not done. Yeah, I think that's the kind of needle. Okay, so Grand Seer and Chicharito have both been dropped, and we've brought in Medina and Leggett, I think. Oh no, but I think we kept Chicharito here. So Leggett gets brought in ahead of Grand Seer. Chicharito's down as a right out DNP, which makes me want to just throw Johnny Russell into here. But again, Johnny Russell's form is so good. It is an away trip. He could just get rested. Which... Let's play Joveljic. Let's use Joveljic. Finally. Use him. Started the last game. Safe assumption if Chicharito is DNP, and they maybe just put him on ice for the playoffs. And then Captain Sean Joe. Lovely. So we're getting Joveljic involved. I'm happy with that. That team could be special, man. And then we're going super rare. With All-Star, we've just done that, haven't we? We now have Champion America D2 remaining. Let's just do that. So this is the remaining like SRs I've got in America. Just throw them out into a team. So Titon, Matarita. Still got Cabral there, which feels like a bit of a crime. Grand Seer is going to throw in, of course. And I could play Johnny Russell as a rare, but I'd have a super rare that will play, or is likely to play, then I'll probably do that. I think I've still got Valenzuela, super rare, knocking about. So I'll probably just throw that in here. Yeah, there's Valenzuela there. I think I'm going to throw him in. Yeah, nobody else is making much of a case for me to change my mind on that. Going once, going twice. Oh, I've got Ephra. Just go with the LA boys, just throw them on. That may get super mega lucky. Imagine all three of them started. Which, if Chicharito's out, Joveljic, maybe Cabral rather than... Fuck it. Fuck it. Who cares, right? That team's going out and it will do whatever it does. Magic. That's all the kind of real hard work done, guys. Now, what I'm left with is a common goalkeeper and just pick my best rares that didn't make a team. Dropping off Quinn, I need to reshuffle my own lineup. Speak to you soon, buddy. No problem, man. See you soon. Why don't you play Gas D2? Van der Voort, Vines, somebody, GG and Jordan. It's the Challenger D2. Sorry, Challenger D3. Sorry. Ah, you're doing this now. Got. Oh, okay. Josh, I think we're up to. Hey, Peter. Oh, Peter. Cool. So, Common Pow. Robbo. Looks like the man that's going in. I've also got Hendry. I might do a Scottish backline here, but Robbo's in too good form not to play. I've got Max Arnold. I've got Zella Ryan. Got to get picked, which is fucking mental. And Carlos Soler. Well, let's go with Max Arnold. And then we've got Johnny Russell, we've got Chicharito, we've got Sorloff, I've got Falcao. I think I'd back Falcao to score against Celta Vigo. And then my remainder, Johnny Russell seems like an obvious one to pick, but I see I'm really scared of a random rotation. Could throw Tio Hernandez back into action. I've got Denier as well. Kamara Lawrence, Sorloff, Zella Ryan. Let's just throw Zella in there, eh? Why not? Boom. And then captain, Zella's in the form. I think we back him to be captain. Again in D4. It feels like a pure crime to do this, but that's what we've done. Wish me luck. Sorted. Easy peasy, guys. Only thing left for me to do is some limiteds. And then that's me, guys. I think I'll be out here quite swiftly tonight. I've spent quite an arduous time, I believe, kind of building and constructing everything we've got with us tonight. So thank you very much. We're going to start, I'm just going to do kind of face value. So we're just going to go Champion Euro. David Soraya is going to be my goalkeeper. In terms of defenders, Jesus Navas, old gold. I can't say it enough. Goes straight in here. Midfield, David Silva, old gold, is doing some stuff. I think he's probably my best choice, along with Fernando. Osasuna will probably be a good team for Fernando to play. That's a derby. Really want David Silva to show up in a derby, so let's do that. And then up front, I'm tempted to go Dzeko and Lautaro, but I think I want to try and keep Lautaro for maybe U23. So we'll go Dzeko. And in the final spot, I'm thinking maybe Fernando, because he can get over 60. Nolito, Aguero. Is this champion? Yeah, Aguero. Oh, guys, yeah, it's a good team. Who've Betis got? Fletty. No, I can't play Bravo. He'll get stuffed. Captain. Because he's playing a derby and he's at home. I really have to captain Navas, don't I? He's just a fucking killer. I don't know. Yeah, I'm captaining Navas. It just makes so much more sense. Lovely team. Hopefully they go win me something else. But U23 next, in terms of how cool it is and how much I prioritise it. Saf is in goals. Christensen at the back. This is just a power team. Zacharian, who will be captain. Martinez up front. And accompanying the midfield, we should have somebody pretty good as well. We should have another good guy lying about somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Who am I thinking about? Maybe Sucic, Camavinga. I don't know if he'll start this game coming. Paxson probably won't play. Who's going to go into this? Sesko has not been playing. Sucic, I think might be the man. Duvikas. I think I'm going to play Duvikas. Get home to Willem too. And we will captain Zacharian. That's a quality U23 team. Let's hope it goes and gets his fucking limited Haaland. That'd be fucking great. And then we're going to do All-Star. Should be the Bravo I've got left. I've also got Maximenko, so I can do Challenger as well. So I'll pick Bravo. I'm not too sure I'm doing for defenders. Yeah, I've got enough defenders, I think, if I was to pick Kandus for this. Yeah. I think I can pull this off. Still got Fernando. Rely on him, that's fine. And then I do have an excess of forwards and such. So I think I'd probably play Promise here. And then my spare man, there's Danny Rodriguez. I've just won him as a prize. He's worth nothing. He's 33. But he scores good. I don't know if I want to play him. I've got Schmidt. I've got Nolito. Yeah, let's just pick Nolito. I've not seen Negredo. He's get... Oh, Negredo. Where's Negredo? Where's Negredo? He's got a good fixture. I want Negredo, actually. Didn't play the last game. They're at home. Hopefully he does play this game. He's on the bench. The 0 means he's been on the bench, you know, which is always something you want to watch out for. Go Captain Promise, because if he runs the show, he runs the show. And Challenger Euro. Now, Josh, I hope you're still in the house. We're going Maximenko. Gigo was suspended. I believe he's back now. He should be back now. Gigo goes in. In midfield, I'm not going to be picking Zobnin. I think the best thing for me to do is pick Luka Sucic of RB Salzburg. So let's go Sucic, and then up front, you guessed it. Sobolev and Larson. Captain Larson. Brilliant. Love to see it. Gigo is not suspended, just confirm that. Atleti were held to a draw by Levante tonight. I'm sure Betis can hold their own against them. Good luck. Thank you very much, guys. Good night, guys. Mbappe's confirmed is out. So Hendo's off to put him up for sale. Well, that's me done, guys. Anyway, thanks a lot for you that have made it to the end of the stream. It means a lot to me. Didn't really promote it out or anything, so it means a lot to you guys. It did come up. Oh, we've got one more team. We've got Champion America, which picks itself. I've not got many options. Yeah. Jalpalo was suspended, so we expect he comes back. And Captain Roldan. Sorted. Magic. Hope we've had a good game week, guys. Oh, last thing I'll look at is my SoRare Data. I'm going to check out my scores, see if I'm still in tier 1. It's a little bit later now. It's been a wee bit of a longer stream, guys, so thank you very much for staying with us. Hope you've enjoyed it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. We're still in 17th. Are we at 100% complete yet? That's kind of what I'm waiting for. 99 still. We can still finish 33rd apparently, which gives me the fear. Feels like we're going to get a tier 1 rare. So let's go and have a peek at who we can win. I did look at this earlier, and it got me very excited. When I was 10th, I was looking at it when I was 10th, and I was like, I'm not going to hold on to it. But imagine being guaranteed like the best pick of the bunch on the tier 1s that we've got. So yeah, tier 1s. For this game week, very tippy top: Slonina, Jesper Karlsson, Herv Coffey, Cecilia, Tani, Szymanski, Muslera, Tonali, Zakarian, Sinise. It's a brilliant pool. Rodrigo De Paul, Brendan Aronson. It's a great pool. I'm at the top end of this. I think really from like Matt Turner up is probably where my reward should come from. I would hate for it to be Schick. I would hate for it to be this goalkeeper. I would hate for it... Well, I don't know if I'd hate... I don't mind Bastoni. I would hate for it to be Diaby. Most other people here I'm quite content with for good tier 1 rewards. If I'm below that line, there's still some good Diego Jota, quality. Skriniar is okay. Blaswish, Gus Till is Moon. Sangar. Some of these guys are really good tier 1s. Lucas Hernandez. Some really good tier 1s here. So, I see Eric Garcia and Erasmus Christensen there as well. So some good tier 1s floating about. So I'm excited. I'm optimistic. I hope you do well this game week yourself, guys. Thanks a lot for joining me today. Plenty more stuff coming out. I kind of told you earlier in the stream what was coming out. Don't need me to bore you with that again. If you're watching this after we've been live, about to pop up now is some other stuff that I've made that YouTube thinks you might now want to watch after watching like an hour and a half of this. So thank you very much. Procast went out on Wednesday as always. There's stuff on the channel. Just make sure you subscribe and hit notifications. Like, subscribe, and share, and retweet, and all that good stuff. Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Terrible.